What is the key point that you can bring the club to the champion this season?
Well, judging off last year, the first thing is we need to get fitter. The second thing is we need to defend better as a team. And then the last thing is we need more competition between the players to see who plays. So obviously last year we were missing a lot of players, so that competition for places wasn't there. And I think that will help us get fitter and defend better. If we do that, I think last season we already scored enough goals to win the championship, but we conceded too many.
Another question is, what is the reason that made you come to coaching in Cambodia?
Well, first it was maybe a little bit of an accident. I was here while I was waiting. I had a job in Australia and I had to leave Australia while I was getting sponsored. So then I did some coaching with a semi-professional team called ISI Group United. We had some interesting results against some of the pro teams, and then Swaireen approached me. And when I watched all the games last season from the players that they played, I just didn't want to do any other job. I wanted to work with these players.
What is the main point or the key point that during the training to make a player come stronger and compete with the club in country or and abroad? What is the key point?
For me, I've been very lucky in my career to work with some players that have gone and played in like the English Premier League and the Championship in England. The most important point is what the player does when he's not with the coach. So what does he eat? How does he sleep? Does he do extra training? If he's right-footed, does he work on his left foot? So the most important thing is the attitude of the player. If he has a top attitude, then he will do more and he will make sacrifices in his life to get him at that higher level. So it's always down to the player first.
Do you plan to signing the player from Europe?
For me, the passport of the player, the nationality, doesn't matter. It's the quality of the player. So we're looking for players that are better than the ones we have. That's the most important thing. Secondly, we're looking for players in positions where we need some help. And if they come from Brazil or Nigeria or Australia, I don't care. I just want a good player.
We don't play a good performance at home. So can you make it to a better one for the upcoming season?
I know maybe something I've been told when I came here, that the team is better away from home than at home. I think there is some truth in that. But also when we play in the home field at times of the year when the pitch is short, then we play very well. So against Police, the pitch was in really good condition. We won 4-0. Against Visakana in the league, the pitch was in good condition. We scored 5 goals. Also, if you look at the games where we had good home support, so Visakana in the Hun Sen Cup, really big support, really loud support that day. We won that game. So I think there's lots of factors in winning home games. You need support in every game if you can get it. And you need the pitch to be fast, because we're a team that likes to move the ball quickly. And sometimes because of maybe the weather conditions, that's difficult.
And what are the key points to improve football and build a talent player in Cambodia?
I think there's many key points, but producing top players is a little bit like a pyramid. If you can imagine the top players at the top of the pyramid. So the most important thing you need to do to get top players at the top is to have many players at the bottom. And I think that is the big thing that's missing here in Cambodia. There's no structured football for 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds. That's the bottom of the pyramid. If the bottom of the pyramid doesn't exist, then you can't have a top. So I think the FFC need to work hard to put in structured football for 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds. And of course the professional clubs need to support that.
What is your view for the Cambodian national team in the recent AFC Cup?
I think the performances were good, but they were not complete. It's similar to our story. It's Swaireen. That maybe were very, very good for sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes 45, sometimes 60. but a 90-minute performance is something that seems difficult. I think there's many reasons for that, but very difficult to ask a head coach of the national team to change that, because they spend very little time with the players. So it has to come from everybody in Cambodia, from the fans believing in the young players and not wanting foreign players to play instead of the young players, and also from the players themselves making the sacrifices to be fitter to play for 90 minutes, but also to have the mentality to concentrate for 90 minutes. But I think the team is very close, and with the support of all the people, I think very soon the national team will see really good results.